What's up everybody, Boom here, and today we're going to talk about Yoshimitsu's wall game, which is kind of weird because I think the wall game is probably one of the easier parts of his game, but I think it's important to understand the concept of what makes his wall game so strong, as well as being able to figure out ways to open up and how to support that concept, like to open up the moves that are really strong at the wall. So everyone knows Yoshimitsu has, some of the greatest wall splatting mids in the game, right? You got 9K that wall splats and gives you cool little resets and stuff like that. You've got Assist's K that tracks for some reason. It's got a wide hitbox, hard to step. You got A Brave Edge on counter hit, which is probably the bane of everyone's existence, etc., etc. You got 3AB, which is an I-14 punish that wall splats. He's got very good wall splatting mids, right? But the issue with all these mids, and the issue with all these mids and highs, because A Brave Edge is a high, is that all you have to do is just guard, and the opponent is safe at the wall, right? I mean, you can throw them, but you kind of lose momentum during the throw. If you rainbow drop them, you kind of throw them away, right? That's not really cool. You back throw them, you're actually not at very much advantage here, and it's kind of hard to get wall positioning, right? So what can we do to kind of open up the wall game, right? And the answer to that, I think, is actually lows, right? There's 3 lows that I want to point you guys to. The first low is a low that I need to be doing more at the wall, is 1BA. Now 1BA is cool because it's +4 on hits, and it leaves the opponent back turned, right? Which is kind of a weird situation to be in. You never want to be back turned at the wall, but if you step into it, it's like super weird now. And then now, like if they back turn 2A, you can 9K, etc., etc. They're probably going to guard here, so you can kind of get initiative as to what you want to do. Or you kind of run it back, and then you run it back, and then they duck, and you 3AB or whatever, things like that. That's a good low to be using at the wall. The second low that I think is important to use at the wall is actually everyone's favorite low, full crouch 3K. Now, why would you full crouch 3K at the wall, right? So, the difference between full crouch 3K and 1BA is not just the fact that full crouch 3K knocks down, but also the fact that it tracks, right? This is a horizontal move. This is a horizontal low. So if they step, you still knock them down. And the cool thing about this low is that if you set up the full crouch 3K into the combo, the next time you just duck in their face, and now they have to deal with the 9K. You duck in their face, and they have to deal with the 6K mix up, So here, if you somehow condition them to duck at the wall, right? 39 damage to we'll keep it simple for now. To 127 plus Oki, right? That's a big difference, right? That's all comes from setting up the full crouch 3K, which nobody wants to be hit by, right? The third thing I think is important, third low I think is important to do at the wall is actually a low that I don't see a lot of people doing this. I've had a lot of success experimenting with it, but I want to see more people use this low. And it's simply Dragonfly K. Now, the cool thing about Dragonfly K is that it is +8 on hit, right? So what does that mean? Because it's +8 on hit, that means that A, Brave Edge, counter hits, soul charge activations, right? So you get the A, Brave Edge wall splat. And it means that it beats reversal edges as well, right? And it also opens up if they start ducking like they do, let's say you condition them to block the full crush, the Dragonfly K, right? It's a repeatable situation. The momentum's there, you can do it again. So let's say this time they duck. Now all of a sudden, we'll keep it simple. All of a sudden you're looking at 166 or 136 plus Oki, right? And so that's really good investment for the second time you get somebody at the wall. That could be the round, right? That could just snowball the game into to just you winning, right? So I think when it comes to the wall game, one thing that Yoshimitsu players need to use more is those lows, and just lows in general, right? Because those things open up your mids.